patience. Unbelievable. It's cool.
I'm sorry, was there something else you wanted to say about my appearance?
You've been activated. Do you need a minute?
Run along.
Best of luck with whatever this is then.
Stop this right now!
Seriously serious.
So that's it.
I just can't handle this right now. Don't you walk away from me. Whatever. Wow. Surprised you didn't.
Are you sure you can still throw straight?
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain.
Yum yum.
Hello, Resistance fans. You're listening to the Bug Podcast, the objective voice of objection for this most objectionable world. I am Andy, not my real name, so good luck finding me, Monsieur Bloom. My real name is, in fact, Andrew, and I live in, note this down, a deluded pseudo-reality of my own making, which is, in fact, the most densely populated place on Earth these days, overcrowded, some might say. Joining me, as always, my next door neighbour in these Netherlands of nonsense. It's Alice.
Yes, indeed, it is Alice. Alice, who the bleep is Alice? I am not going to tell you that, but you can just sort of sense it from the timbre of my voice.
Let's spin the wheel and find out where we're getting today's news from.
Movement during the scan.
Not my fault if my muscles are twitching it.
Alert triggered. Come with me now.
Keeping you safe. Authorities are here to protect you.
My fucking ears!
Bollocks. That's a bollocks.
Alert for any incident.
Hey, you can't be here.
Safe. Authorities are here to protect you.
Think you're allowed to be here? Jog on.
Do not resist.
Control to all units, possible hostiles near your location. Message received, moving in, over.
There's our target. Over.
Authorities are here to protect you.
Oh, God.
Any sign of the target? Anyone?
Right, let's spread out and look. Drone, begin search.
Oh, wicked. An odd.
No visual of target. Ending pursuit, over.
Any incident. Authorities are here to protect you.
This is Albion's primary communications hub, but there's more security here than there is around the Royal Meth stash. You should start by destroying their encryptors. If your hacking skills are up to snuff, dominating a combat drone or two could help.
Okay. That's one down.
Hang on. Surrender now! Can't see them anywhere.
Not seeing anything here. Moving elsewhere.
Think this through.
That's it for the encryptors. You can now upload the virus using the central antenna.
Okay. Here goes.
I'm reading incoming drones.
Themis drones?
No. These aren't the algorithmically driven assassin drones. They're just the normal drones that also kill you.
Drones deployed to arrest the suspect.
Suspicious person shall be flagged for investigation.
The upload's about half done.
Come on.
Virus upload won't continue until you get back to the antenna. Don't worry, it's more afraid of you than you are of it.
Taking fire! You're only making things worse.
Resisting arrest. Using restraining measures.
What a sight.
That's it for Themis, fam. No coming back from this.
Yes, the lights are lovely. I'd suggest you leave before someone gets the bright idea to turn yours off. Cass's plan to use drones driven by some social algorithm to dispense justice has backfired. Do you think he's actually read any of those Greek myths he's named his drones after?
What's to stop the next plan and the one after that? Cass is the real problem here. We have to figure out a way to stop him.
How? He has an army of war criminals and a private fleet of killer drones. Oh, not to mention the undying support of every bootlicker in Britain. If we go to war with him, we're dead. And we'll be handing him the propaganda victory of the century on our way to the morgue.
So we take the people's support away, fam? Bags and me have some thoughts on what we gotta do. You lot better come in for a briefing.
Not too bad for a first go, if I do say so myself.
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
Was that a compliment?
You'll get used to Bagley's mannerisms. I think you did quite well.
Oh, a street artist. How fun. I want one.
Oh, fuck, make it stop!
You don't have the...
Albion confirms that the explosions seen in the skies over London were indeed an Albion drone project that was sabotaged by the DedSec insurgency. In an exclusive interview with GBB Radio 1, Albion founder and CEO Nigel Cass had this to say.
Truth is, the supposed freedom fighters of DedSec have made London less free. That drone project was meant to replace Albion boots on the ground, let the city get back to normal, but now I can't in good conscience stand my people down. That's not how I lead.
Cass went on to implore listeners to treat any suspected DedSec operatives as terrorists and to immediately report them to Albion.
The mendacious prick. We stop him from implementing a genuine reign of terror, and now here he is playing victim for the cameras.
And it's working. Sorry, that was too cheerful. Sadly, it's working. Too sad?
It's what he does. Scares the shit out of people, then swoops in and plays the hero. We've got to show them what he really is.
So that's his weakness, his image. If we shatter that, he falls apart.
As it happens, we have an idea about that. Bagley, your show.
This is Claire Waters, political dissident and podcaster, reported missing after teasing a salacious upcoming episode. Sadly, it never aired, so all we have is this.
On the next episode of Buccaneer Radio, I'm chatting with someone from deep inside Nigel Cass's inner circle. He's promised me something that will expose Cass as the tyrant I know he is. This is gonna blow the roof right off White Tower. See you next week, pirates.
Nigel would have spun that interview if it was spinnable. If he went after Waters for it, that tape's a smoking gun.
We've got to have it.
Claire was known to broadcast out of Freight 1. You should begin searching there. Claire Waters appears to be an equal opportunity muckslinger. Albion is her target of choice, but she's railed against tech genius Sky Larson, SIRS, and Plan Kelly. Opinionated, isn't she?
I suspect her and DedSec could have quite the productive relationship.
She's been digging in Cass's shit for a while. If what she has isn't enough to squeeze his bollocks in a vice, then maybe she'll join you lot and help find something.
All right. This is a bad one. Someone in 404 sent me a text file. DedSec's international safe houses have been compromised. Does the name Heath Bolton mean anything to you?
No.
Didn't think so. Bolton was a small-time player with DedSec Houston until he ratted out the whole cell and fled the country. Now he's in London, and he's willing to sell all of DedSec's secrets to the highest bidder.
Fuck.
Yeah, I know. Being associated with DedSec's been good for my brand, and I don't want that getting fucked. I'll send you this text file. The rest is up to you.
So? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, whatever.
The American State Department keeps tabs on all their citizens abroad. If you want to find Heath Bolton, hack the CTOS hub at the American Embassy, and I can use their records to track him down.
Thank you, sweetie.
Oh, people just trying for nothing. I fucking hate that. What gives them the right?
Citizens, be advised. Your activity is being monitored by CCTV.
Yeah. We got a problem. You're good, go ahead. Shit! Yo, listen, give it up. It's not too late to give in.
Huh?
Fucking.
Urgent call. Possible hostile at your location. Responding to the call. Over.
That's fucking shocking.
Control, we are unsighted of suspects. Over.
Search has yielded no results. Report back to HQ.
Did you hear the one about the woman who went into the immigration processing centre and was ever seen again?
No, Andy, I didn't hear that one.
Boom. Set up, punchline. Classic. For those of you unfamiliar with it, the immigration processing centre is, of course, where so many of our guests to Britain go for a longer than desirable game of involuntary hide and seek. You are listening to The Bar. I will conclude by saying, out of all the things wrong with Britain today, I think immigration is right up there, Alice. When you think of all the health professionals we've stolen from overseas over the years here in Britain, it's quite possible that all these people are just coming here to try to get an appointment with their local doctor.
Yes, Andy, certainly as someone who came from the expanded arm of the empire when Britain was still reaching out rather than folding in on itself. Most of us just come here to visit our stuff in the museums. Speaking of international movement, Britain has recalled all European ambassadors after a spy scandal. I think this is probably a good thing, because British foreign politicians are always putting their foot in their mouths. How much worse can they do if they're not there? I mean, by definition, the fact that there's a spy scandal means that they were terrible spies. The point of spies is that there's never a spy scandal.
Yeah, but let's give credit to all the spies that haven't been in scandals and therefore might as well not exist.
Well, they've arrested those German spies in that SIRS crackdown on the illegals in Hackney, and I think that's a sad thing. I think I used to think of Germans as quite scary, but that was because I'd been watching World War II movies where the Germans all have English accents. They speak in that very, precise way. It's very, we have ways of making you talk. And now Germans all have that American accent, where it's all like, oh, welcome to the party. We're having a really nice time. Much friendlier Germans. Let them stay.
Well, that's all today, Bugsters. Remember, it's not as bad as it seems. Honestly. I hope. Until next time. Bye-bye.
You're listening to The Bar.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain. Hello, Resistors. This is The Bug, keeping the fire of hope alive in the vacuum of today's Britain. Okay, fires don't burn in vacuums. It's a little novelty Christmas light, shaped like a flame, but it's something. It is something to cling to. Joining me, as always, is Alice. And Alice, hold the front page. Technology apparently is here to stay. No way around that.
This is the American Embassy. Hack the server and we should be able to find where Heath Bolton is.
Technology will, in fact, render us all.
Once more into whatever this is.
I entirely understand.
Hold it!
That's a turn-up. The Americans don't know where Bolton is either. They're trying to find him too.
Sorry, what?
I need some time to find more information, but due to the investigation, the State Department had special monitoring set up on Bolton's file. Long story short, you have an Albion response team incoming.
Bloody hell.
Just stay there, don't die, and I'll find us a lead.
Neutralizing hostile target.
Now,
I need cover! This is a nightmare! Come on, out with you!
that's it. You're going down. Down!
Oh, hell, it's jammed!
Getting behind cover! Direct!
Outmatched!
Where's backup when you need it?
Download complete. Now Scarper or they'll kill you for sure.
Shit! Where did they go?
Sending location on the 1033. Advised conditions.
According to the American investigators, Heath Bolton arrived in London at St Pancras Station, as so many do, but then he vanished, which is also becoming increasingly popular.
That could be useful.
Understood. Pushing you the coordinates now.
Welcome to Great Britain.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because we don't just protect borders. We protect lives. Sirs. Security through care.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Bucket. Your pilot. They don't want to. I'm Tash, and this time we're giving a special shout out from us to the boys and girls at the Signal and Intelligence Response Service, better known as SIRS. Why not? They're going to be listening everywhere. They're listening to everything. But don't worry, we're not going to say anything bad about the massive, unaccountable spy organization that uses its powers to stifle dissent and shut down free speech. Instead, we're going to look at how SIRS became so powerful. And as usual, we'll keep everyone's names and locations secret, so SIRS doesn't come looking for them. Ian was a veteran political writer and podcaster back in the days of pre-crisis Britain.
Is the world we're living in now fascist? Well, this is what fascism is. It is the complete and total control of the individual. The desire to basically say to the individual, nothing in your life matters. On an individual basis, you are now part of the whole, part of the nation. And the only meaning that you will find in life is to become part of the nation. What is a nation? A nation doesn't mean anything, right? The nation is basically just encapsulated by the leader that takes over, that claims that he, has this sort of access to the soul of the country, to the soul of the people. He never does, it's just a myth. But that's what they go for. On that basis, they take the right to control every aspect of your life, from who you talk to where you eat, to where you go to hang out with your friends. I mean, what we're seeing now is a contemporary iteration of this process where you get corporations and the state operating in tandem, basically molded into one. But that isn't that rare. This was exactly the same thing in Nazi Germany. You look at the concentration camps that operated in Nazi Germany. There were private companies in those camps making use of that slave labor. Fascism often works with corporations, and it's doing the same now. That's the way in which they track what you do. That's the way in which they track who you talk to. They operate as each other's proxies.
Charles is an expert in the dark arts of surveillance who worked to set up democratic media in post-communist states. How did it go so wrong in Britain?
We're looking at all the wrong things when we look at the crisis. There's a lot of concentration on data and how that's been used and manipulated. There's a company that's really very interested in selling passports and making it easy to provide visas for investment and so on. And historically, throughout the world, they've been working with this big data manipulation company in order to overthrow governments. And then suddenly all the chickens came home to roost. Nobody could find any receipts for what was paid for. Nobody could figure out how things were done, but everybody had a feeling.
You've arrived at St Pancras Station. This is where Heath Bolton went missing, along with a load of data on DedSec's international safe houses.
Thank you, sweetie.
Someone going missing here screams Albion in a very obnoxiously sarcastic voice. Try looking in all the secure areas, control rooms, evidence lockers, jock straps, whatever they have, really.
I know.
Fucking God! Shit! Look, I'm not dead sick. I fucking swear. I never was. I'm a hacker. I steal data and I sell it. That's it. Signing up was just the easiest way to...
You must think I'm a moron, Mr. Bolton. You, a self-professed hacker, expect me to connect your physical device to my state-of-the-art supercomputer?
You think... is that what this is? No, it's not a rubber ducky. I swear to Christ.
But I've no way of knowing that, do I? So I have another proposal. Simply, tell me where DedSec's safe houses are. If the information's good, then Mr. Falstaff will stop doing this. Shit. Is he...
Oh, fuck me. I'll go see if one of the mercs has a defib kit.
No, don't. We had to kill him anyway, and if more people know, well, that makes it...
Right. So... what?
Official story is he just vanished. Plausible, considering his known terrorist connections. If the Yanks buy it, then we come back and collect these drives. See if there's anything to his story.
Bax, what the hell is this?
This is an audio log of the service's interrogation of Heath Bolton. To summarize, they didn't believe he was as ex-DedSec as he claimed to be.
Say again?
Listen for yourself if you like. The important thing is he was keeping his information on DedSec safe houses on physical media, like a complete blank. The devices will still be around the station, aching to be destroyed.
Extended so many times. It's like the neck of a politician that's criticized the government.
No, I'm listening.
to make these look so gross.
Data's destroyed. Now SIRS got nothing out of Heath Bolton but an earful of whining and an unmopped floor.
Thank you, sweetie.
Right, question. Any plans for that torture recording you found? If not, can I have it?
Fine. Why?
I know a few tabloids that'll pay well for it. Cut you in, of course.
If that story got out, it would be very embarrassing for SIRS.
Very good.
Dead good. Tar DedSec. And well done.
Nothing is private anymore. There are so many times when I don't want anyone to have a clue about where I am, who I'm chatting with, what I'm doing. It's not even dodgy stuff, but I just don't want anybody to blackmail me with this in the future by hacking it. And because of Bloom's contracts with the government, it isn't just Bloom that can see everything I do, it's the government. The UK as a state has become a complete surveillance paradise.
I think you're painting a bit of a bleak picture. It's not all that bad.
No, you're completely wrong on this. I don't want everybody tracking me wherever I'm going around London.
Well, in that case, you might be interested in some rumours I heard. Did you hear that some DedSec hackers have found a way to...
A curious story out of America today as audio surfaced in which SIRS officers allegedly torture an American hacker traveling abroad to death. The Home Office has dismissed the audio as a fabrication. Quote, cooked up by American radicals or Russian trolls, take your pick. End quote.
Immigrants, migrants, and illegals. Those are some of the words officials use in their public statements. Tonight on GBB, we ask, why won't the UK and EU use the word refugee?
This is London Calling. You're here with me, Tash, from Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. In today's world, we've all had to get used to our every move being tracked by the optic on our temples, by the cameras around us, and with every click we make online. Seems like everything we do feeds the big data beast. Why are data giants like Bloom so hungry to get hold of our private information?
Claire used to broadcast from somewhere around here. That's all I've got, I'm afraid. Bloody analog technology.
If we can find her, I'm sure everyone she's antagonized can too. Let's make haste. Someone got to her. What the hell did she do to deserve that?
I'd love to listen to you moan all day, but perhaps investigating her murder would be a better use of our time.
I will not be lectured on emotions by a robot. I'm going to investigate and fume at the same time, and I expect you to damn well tolerate it. These footprints tell you anything?
Several individuals. Boots rather than shoes. One with a tread unique to a certain paramilitary supplier. I think it's from their autumn collection.
Check their customers' bags. I bet you'll find Albion. Look at that. It's like if Clan Kelly took out bus stop adverts.
Claire did release several podcasts critical of Clan Kelly, which you'd think they'd be used to by now. They're a criminal gang. They shouldn't expect flowers and thank you notes.
Real criminals don't leave calling cards. Something's off. Claire's tablet. The killers were sloppy. Scan it, Bags.
Tablet unlocked. Claire seems to have logged conversations on it.
Okay, you've agreed to speak on the record. You are an intelligence technician at Albion and work closely with Nigel Cass, correct, Mr...?
Just you. I can't believe I'm doing this. If they were to find out.
I know. Only have to step outside to see how Albion treats people. What do you have for us?
Proof that Nigel Cass was complicit in the bombings.
What? But that's... Here, transfer it to this secure storage drive. How solid is this information?
It's a recording of him talking to some...
Security, drop your weapons!
You can't do this!
Gather all her equipment and get it to the carousel. You, tag that wall, then get rid of this body. She can stay here. Gang vengeance is an horrible crime, ain't it?
Fuck me. Cass sent a squad of his goons for Claire and that other bloke. That recording's gotta be the real deal. Bastard knew about the bombings.
Albion must have Claire's equipment then, along with the audio file evidence.
This is exactly what we need to bury Cass for good. He's going to pay for what he did to Claire, just like he'll pay for what he did to London. Now, the killer mentioned Carousel. That's Carousel Plaza, right? Albion's propaganda library?
Sounds like as good a place as any to start looking.
Things like heat map
features which show where populations are gathering. In-game rewards can be offered to people to take different routes, things like that. Traffic data can be manipulated to prevent people gathering and protesting, as has happened in some of the authoritarian regimes across the world recently. So what we're looking at is not only a set of technologies which make people behave as ideal consumers, but one that...
The stolen evidence is here somewhere. Watch out, Albion security is thicker than whoever cleaned up that crime scene. There's also a lot of them around.
Good, because after Freight 1, I've got some aggression to work out.
Yes, well, let's focus on finding Claire's equipment, shall we?
Keeping you safe. Safe.
Something I... Will someone shut that thing down? My fucking ears!
You found Claire's equipment, including her secure storage drive, which shockingly appears not to have been tampered with, so the audio evidence is probably still intact.
Totally.
Calling dispatch. Drones are en route to suspect.
thirsty for the truth? Wet your whistle with Claire Waters. Let's talk Sky. Sky Larson. Who is she anyway? What's on the agenda for Broker Tech? And what, more importantly, is Project...
Well, I know you're listening. Let's talk.
We told you the Prime Minister would turn you down. Brits love to see private military contractors on foreign streets, but not their own.
He's a fool. This whole city, this whole country's collapsing. The military's held together with duct tape. Police are running scared.
Someone has to save the people, Nigel. Someone strong.
They do. But I've already worked it out. The ideal targets are the Towan Conference, Parliament, and King's College Hospital. I'll provide overseas tac teams for logistics, but you can source the bombs yourself. Non-negotiable. It cannot trace back to me.
You're forgetting something.
And I'll get you access to filament, as agreed. Now go away.
Now Scarper, or they'll kill you for sure. Has a voice that makes you want to snap his smug bollocks in a pencil case, doesn't he? And Zero Day knew just which strings to pull to get what they wanted, didn't they? Filament.
And Cass was willing to trade it for the keys to the city. Fuck. Don't know, fam. I think I always thought there was a chance for him to... Fuck!
To be the man you thought he was. Sorry, Hamish. If that man ever existed, he's gone now. We have to get this information out there, to the people.
You're right. When you lot get the chance, come to Piccadilly Circus. Been working with Bags on something. And this proof is just the token we needed.
And by right, I mean right wing.
So, who do we... turn to for help, support and assistance in desperate times like these? Well, our artificially intelligent friend Bagley's rogue, estranged brother. The one that tells it as it really is, not as it is pretending to be. Exclusive to this show, Bugley. And remember, life's worse with Bugley. Here goes.